Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in MLS Next Pro. Very, very busy last 7 days. It was midweek and weekend before we catch our breath for a couple of days and get back into the next match week as it continued to go forward. We'll have some highlights from the last 7 days in a couple of different locations, and we will also get you ready for the next 7 days when it comes to MLS Next Pro with all the news and notes and everything going on. So as always, it's officially a no dilly, no dally zone, so we'll go back and cover the last 7 days and let you know what happened. Once again, very, very busy time since we were last with you. Back on the 24th, last Wednesday, Crown Legacy and Philadelphia Union 2 had a 2-2 draw after 90 minutes. Crown Legacy gets the extra point, winning 4-2 on PKs at Matthews. And also Loons 2, Minnesota United FC 2, 3-2 winners over Los Dos, LA Galaxy 2 at the National Sports Center. Thursday night at the Northern Kentucky University Soccer Stadium, it was FC Cincinnati 2 and Atlanta United 2. Here's the goal from Atlanta United on the night before they would go on to lose 3-2 in PKs. Kareem Tamimi early on for the Twos here on the SDH Network. Highmar backing up, taking a couple of strides. It could be Highmar with the left. It could be Nicholas Firmino with the right. 4 on the wall for FC Cincinnati 2. Highmar takes it and off the crossbar. Early chance. Rebound in for Atlanta United 2. Kareem Tamimi there with the rebound off the crossbar. Paul Walters tried to make the initial save, and 100 seconds in, second minute, Kareem Tamimi gets his 4th goal of the year for Atlanta United 2. Once again, well struck off the crossbar. Walters was late. Tamimi with the volley with the right, and Kareem Tamimi puts it in the back of the net. Atlanta United 2 once again with a lead on the road, this time against FC Cincinnati 2. Ben Stitz would equalize in the 73rd. Cincinnati would win at 3-2 in PKs. So Atlanta United 2 once again scoring an early goal and getting 1 point out of 90 minutes in Northern Kentucky. Also on the board, Orlando City B 1-0 winners over Inter Miami at Drive Pink Stadium in Fort Lauderdale. NYCFC 2 over TFC 2 by the score of 3-1 at Belson Stadium as their homestand continued. Revs 2 over Columbus Crew 2 by the score of 2-0 at Gillette. Our match of the week out west is from Choctaw Stadium in suburban Dallas, Texas. North Texas SC, Colorado Rapids 2. Here's your highlights courtesy of our friends at MLS Next Pro and Apple TV.
Checking out the starting lineups for this one. First for North Texas, Antonio Carrera there. Odry will make his 4th start of the season in goal. He's got Blake Malone as well as Daniel Garcia. And they've outscored those two opponents 6-0 over the last 2 as we are underway from North Texas. This is Hernandez, the 18-year-old out of the FC Dallas Academy. Sends it over atop a free runner, and it's a goal! Henry Santos breaks the ice for North Texas. First of the season for Santos. Really felt like despite not quite getting the results they loved lately. Oh, how about that goal? Kaiki DeBrito equalizes in the 23rd minute. And fire and beat Eyestone. And it is 1-1. Texas also same at home and on the road, 2-2-1, both here and on the road. Here's a big opportunity, and it's cashed in. What a wonderful goal from Diego Garcia, and North Texas goes back ahead. Diego Garcia's first goal with North Texas is a brilliant one. Obviously, Colorado, being the lone undefeated team, is in first place. In the West, here's another goal for Colorado. Remy Cabral has equalized. Well, it's an old baseball stadium, and his celebration, he just hit a home run. Any player that really stood out to him as being helpful in what is Miller's. Here's a chance, and a goal! Texas getting set to bring a couple new players on. Here's a pretty good ball. And is that a foul? It is! And a PK is coming for Colorado. Maybe a cross comes from this, but obviously it's nowhere really near the goal. And Flores with his hustle earns it. Ali Larraz scores, and we are equal at 3-3 in the 83rd minute. Top team in the Western Conference trying to get to 24 points. Malone, stopped by Eyestone. And that breathes some life into North Texas. Beautiful stop with Aguirre. Finishes and gives Colorado the second point. Colorado, the top team in the Western Conference, earns 2 points to remain well atop the table.
3-3 after 90, 4-2 after PKs. Colorado Rapids 2 end up with the extra point on the day. Elsewhere, it was Whitecaps FC 2 on the road at PayPal Park, 1-0 winners over San Jose Earthquakes 2. St. Louis City 2 gets the rare win so far early part of this season, 2-1 over Timbers 2 at Providence Park in Portland. Friday night, New York Red Bulls 2, 2-1 winners over Huntsville City FC at Joe Davis Stadium. So Hunt City is 1-1 in their first 2 home matches ever in Northern Alabama. Real Monarchs 1-0 winners over Sporting Kansas City 2 at Rock Chalk Park. Tacoma Defiance and LAFC 2 fight to a 1-1 draw after 90 minutes. Defiance win it 3-1 in PKs at Starfire. On Sunday, Timbers 2, early 2-1 winners over San Jose Earthquakes 2 at PayPal Park. Atlanta United 2 would shut out Toronto FC 2 at the Fraction. Jason Longshore on the call for the 2 goals on the day for Atlanta United 2, an own goal early in the first half in the 29th minute. Luka Gavron and Kareem Tamimi scoring to salt it away early second half here on the SDH Network.
Vicente Reyes slows everything down. Morales up the left side to Adeniyi. Into the middle third. Centeno to Tiente. Tiente back to Centeno. Centeno wants to break. Wants to get out on the dribble. Has Firmino there in the center circle. Spins it over to the right side of McFadden. Now Luke Brennan. McFadden with the overlap. Aiden McFadden into the attacking third. Cross. Back post. Gavron knocks it down into his own goal. Goal. Atlanta United 2. The work down the right side. Luke Brennan and Aiden McFadden create the cross that Luka Gavron can't handle. Goal Atlanta. Out wide to the left to Eric Centeno. Down the line to Fuad Adeniyi. Adeniyi takes it to the end line. Cross. Shot to Mimi. Goal! Karim Tamimi. Goal number 5 of the year for the former Georgia Gwinnett Grizzly. First assist of the year for Fuad Adeniyi. And Atlanta United 2 takes the 2-0 lead early in the second half.
Full points for the Twos at home. Their homestand will continue. That info will come up in just a little bit. Crown Legacy 1-0 winners over Chicago Fire 2 in Bridgeview. Houston Dynamo 2 shuts out Austin FC 2, who've cooled off after a bit of a hot start. 2-0 winners at SaberCat Stadium. Colorado Rapids 2, 4-1 winners on the road at Loons 2 at the National Sports Center. Revs 2, 1-0 winners over Inter Miami at Gillette. North Texas SC and St. Louis City 2 tie at 2 after 90 minutes. St. Louis City 2 wins 5-4 in PKs. NYCFC 2, as their homestand continued, beat FC Cincinnati 2-1. The other match of the week From the Eastern Conference, we go to Subaru Park, Chester, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia Union 2, and Columbus Crew 2. Marissa Pilla on the call, courtesy of our friends at MLS Next Pro and Apple TV.
In net for the home side, Brooks Thompson making just his second start of the season, his first since the team's 5-1 loss to New England. In the midfield, it's anchored by number 49, Cole Maraca, who's actually the vocal leader of this team despite only being 17 years old. Everything is getting set here at Subaru Park in Chester, Pennsylvania. The action just about to take way. Philly with the kick, and we are underway at Subaru Park. Mohammed. Micheletto playing 1-2 touch inside the 18, and it's in the back of the net. Columbus had Rayo running into the box, but that looked like a Union own goal. And it's 1-0 Columbus. Watch as Columbus is able to turn their defenders. And Sorensen slides in trying to make a defensive play, but he ends up putting... Columbus with space. It's Rayo. Sorensen closing down. Physical play inside the box, and the ref does not like that. He's pointing to the spot and bringing out the yellow, showing the yellow card. Rayo, and it's in! Perez. Sorensen, headed out. Olney. Dances around, gets a push, and a point to the spot, and a yellow card is handed out to Columbus. Raffanello, a local product from Delran, New Jersey. Shoots, scores! The Union get on the board. Jeremy Raffanello, again, just a few minutes after his PK conversion, and he said, I'll take it. Union able to turn lots of space from Columbus's back line, and Raffanello takes a few steps, slots it past the keeper. Back heel pass to Richie at top of the 18, a shot, looks like it's coming, 22, shot and saved by Thompson. The Union start the attack on the far side. Shot from outside, and it's in! Excuse me, Jeremy Raffanello, a hat trick on the night. Lead. What a casual approach. He had time again, puts his head down, just fires it into the back of the net, catches everyone off guard, even his teammate. Columbus with a real sense of urgency now. Micheletto heads up, broken up by Sorensen, and that is it. The final score at Subaru Park, Philadelphia Union 2-3, Columbus Crew 2.
So a Raffanello hat trick. Philadelphia Union 2 gets full points, 3-2 winners over Crew 2. And the last match on the weekend, Los Dos hosting Whitecaps at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. And the LA Galaxy win it in PKs, getting the extra point 4-2, 2-2 after 90 minutes. One match that was early on in the last week of May, first week of June. Orlando City B at home at Osceola Heritage Park knocks off New York Red Bulls 2 by the score of 3-2. So that sets up your standings as we get you ready for the first weekend of June and how things are in the East and the West. Starting off in the Northeast, Crown Legacy, far and away the best team right now. 27 points after 11 matches with a record of 8-1, 2-1, And what we mean by that fourth number is the shootout wins that they have, and you get the extra point during the year. Revs 2, 23 points. Red Bulls 2 at 20 points. NYCFC 2 matches in hand on everyone above them in the standings. They're at 16 points at 5-3-1. Philadelphia Union 2 after 11 matches, 3-5-3-2 at 14 points. TFC 2, 2-7-1 after their first 10 matches of the year. They are at 7 points. Central Division, Orlando City B with their win on Monday night, now on top of the Central at 21 points at 6-3-2-1. Columbus Crew 2 at 20 points after 10 matches. Atlanta United 2 at 16 points after 11. Inter Miami 2 after 11 matches, 3-7-1. They have one more win than FC Cincinnati 2, both at 10 points. Chicago Fire 2 is at 9 points, as is Hunt City. Chicago Fire 2 has more wins, 2-1. In the West, in the Frontier Conference, Rapids 2, we mentioned them, focused on them earlier in the show, 27 points with a record of 8-2-1. Austin FC 2 is at 19 points. Dynamo 2, Minnesota United FC 2, North Texas, all at 16 points. Dynamo 2, Loons 2, North Texas, they each have 4 wins. So then we go 2 points per game average. Dynamo 2, Loons 2 at 1.6. North Texas at 1.33. So who's your 3 and your 4? You go to goal difference. It's Houston Dynamo 2 with a +6 and Minnesota United FC 2 with a 0. So 3, 4, and 5. Dynamo 2, Loons 2, North Texas SC. Sporting Kansas City 2 has 2 more wins than St. Louis City 2, 4-2, and that puts them in 6th. St. Louis City 2 is in 7th, both teams at 15 points. Pacific, Whitecaps 2 leading with 21 points. Defiance with 18 after 9 matches. 14 points to San Jose Earthquakes 2. Real Monarchs 2 with 12. Los Dos now with 10. Timbers 2 with 9 with a record of 3-7. LAFC 2 with 7 points in their first 9 matches with a record of 1-4-4. News for the week. Looking at everything that has gone on in MLS Next Pro. We mentioned the Jeremy Raffanello hat trick. Jay Herdman, Juan Castilla, looking at top performances for folks if you're watching the U20 tournament on the provider that it is afforded to you. Jay Herdman, Juan Castilla, Finn Linder, Antonio Carrera. They've all advanced to the knockout stages. Jay Herdman, midfielder for Whitecaps FC 2, has been part of the New Zealand run that met the United States team in the round of 16. Ferns finished 3rd in Group A. Juan Castilla featured in Colombia's last 2 group stage matches. The South American side topped Group C with 7 points. Finn Linder, once again with New Zealand, as a part of the 5-0 defeat to Argentina, logged his international debut. The 19-year-old did there 90 minutes as a center back for the Ferns. And David Ruiz for Inter Miami 2. Honduras didn't get a spot in the round of 16. David Ruiz had a good group stage for Los Catrachos. Had made his debut in the 2-1 group stage loss to Gambia before scoring his first international goal in the 2-2 draw with South Korea. 135 minutes of action from the midfield. Strong moments in possession. So very, very cool stuff for those that are getting reps in the U20s on the international stage. FC Cincinnati signed Dado Valenzuela as a homegrown player. The other piece of news for the week, he was signed a contract through the 26th season, 2-year option for 27 and 28. The 18-year-old becomes the 7th former FC Cincinnati Academy player to join the Orange and Blue on a first-team deal and the 5th homegrown on the current roster. Steven Jimenez, Archimedes Ordonez, Harrison Robledo, and Paul Walters are the other 4. In 2022, Valenzuela spent much of the year with FC Cincinnati 2 in MLS Next Pro's inaugural season. 14 starts, 16 total appearances, 1 goal, 2 assists. Joined the FC Cincinnati Academy in August of 2020, playing for the U17s and the U19s. And that's take a quick peek at the news of everyone going around in MLS Next Pro. The matchups coming up on the weekend. Let you know what's going on there. We do have Friday Night Football. It is Friday, it is Saturday, and it is Sunday for the week. Austin FC 2 at Palmer Field, 9 o'clock on MLS Season Pass. They are hosting Real Monarchs on Friday night. Late game at Swangard Stadium. Sporting Kansas City 2 makes the road trip to suburban Vancouver to take on Whitecaps FC 2 at 10 o'clock. That one's also on MLS Season Pass. Saturday, 3 matches. One at 3 o'clock in the afternoon on MLSNextPro.com from Providence Park. Loons 2 visiting Timbers 2. 10 o'clock in the nightcap, Houston Dynamo 2 at Titan Stadium on the campus of Cal State Fullerton playing LAFC 2. That one is also on MLSNextPro.com. Sunday, big day, busy day as always. 2 o'clock on MLS Season Pass at Lower.com Field. Crew 2 is hosting Chicago Fire 2. That one's on Season Pass on MLSNextPro.com at 6 o'clock. FC Cincinnati 2 hosting Philadelphia Union 2 from the campus of Northern Kentucky University. 7 o'clock, Hunt City on MLS Season Pass is hosting NYCFC 2. Also at 7 o'clock, Red Bulls 2, Revs 2 at Montclair State. That one is also on MLS Season Pass. MLSNextPro.com from the Fraction. The audio will be on the SDH network. Pregame show at 7:15. Kickoff a little after 7:30. Jason Longshore on the call for you there as Inter Miami 2 visits suburban Atlanta and catches up to get your weekend action at the Fraction going on for Atlanta United 2. 8 o'clock, MLSNextPro.com. Earthquakes 2 visiting Colorado Rapids 2 at Dick's Sporting Goods Park in Commerce City, Colorado. Also at 8, Toronto FC 2 on the campus of York University and the York Lions. It is TFC 2 hosting OCB. 8:30, your late game on Sunday. It is North Texas SC hosting LA Galaxy 2. That one you can find on MLS Season Pass. That's your run of everything going on in MLS Next Pro. If you are in market and can catch teams in MLS Next Pro that are attached to your favorite clubs, please do so. Quality soccer all season long as MLS Next Pro continues to grow. And if you are out of market and cannot follow along by being there in person, follow along on your local provider. If you're out of market, want to still follow along, once again, remember, MLSNextPro.com for select games and MLS Season Pass for others. For everybody here at SDH, for all of us here, thanks for hanging out with us for another go-round of SDH on MLS Next Pro as we head toward Match Week 11. Play safe, everybody. Enjoy the games of MLS Next Pro.